Hello everybody, UAA here once again, bringing you another playthrough. This time I'm gonna do The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, one of my personal favorite Super Nintendo games, and also one of the first Super Nintendo games I played. It's a great game. Came out in 1992 in America and 1991 in Japan. Just ever since the first time I played this game, I loved it, and I still love it to this day. I think it's one of the best games on the Super Nintendo. Not the best, but certainly in the top 5, if not definitely in the top 10. And for the first time, we're given a story in the Legend of Zelda series. In the first two games, there was really no story. You weren't really told anything. You just went on an adventure. But now, we get some backstory. And this is a prequel to the first two games, so yeah. I don't really want to talk about the Zelda timeline because it's a confusing mess. Everyone who's looked up a Zelda timeline knows how confusing it is. There's no official timeline. People debate over it, they have no idea. No one really knows the exact timeline. Even Nintendo doesn't know. For the past few years, or the past few Legend of Zeldas, Nintendo has been trying to patch together the timeline, but even with those games, it's still not definite. There's still a few holes in it that we don't understand, but hopefully they'll eventually release a official timeline. Future Legend of Zelda games will build on the timeline, and it'll patch it together, so I'm pretty excited for that day when we can actually have an official Legend of Zelda timeline, because right now, it's simply a mess. There's no other way to describe it. And, this game takes place during the Imprisoning War, where Ganon is imprisoned, and then that will lead into Ocarina of Time. I think I got that right. If I didn't, someone please correct me. Even though the timeline's not absolute, I think I got all my facts right there. I'm not sure. But yeah, this game, it tells the tale of a wizard named... I hate names like this. I can't pronounce them. It's like Agnium, something like that. So he's sealing away all of the wise men's daughters, something like that. I don't really know the story. I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really care about Legend of Zelda stories until we start hitting Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, things like that. These old ones, I don't really care about the story. I just appreciate the games for what they are. So yeah, if you want to correct me in the comments, go ahead. I don't care. But the opening scene, it shows Zelda telepathically communicating with Link, telling her that she's been captured and placed in the dungeon and you need to go help. But your uncle decides that he's gonna go do it and tells you to stay here, but we're not gonna do that. Now we're gonna go after him and start our adventure. And if you notice, right in the corner of the room, there's already a treasure chest, and inside, the lamp. The lamp is a pretty useless item. The only thing it can do is light candles, which is not that useful. In the original game, it wasn't a lamp, but it was a candle. The candle could light up rooms and hurt enemies. It was great, but here it can only just light candles in specific rooms, so it's not too useful. I'm not really sure if it can hurt enemies. I've never really tried, to be honest, but see if it can hurt enemies. I don't know, try it out if you're curious. But we sneak around and we find that your uncle has he's been injured, so he gives you the sword and the shield, and now we can start the adventure. We've got a sword, we got a shield. Now this is Legend of Zelda. It's typical Legend of Zelda gameplay. Got your sword, got your shield. If you've played a Zelda game before, you know how it works. But this opening sequence, we have to go rescue Zelda. And there's no boss for this opening sequence, which it always disappointed me. Every, opening area, introductory level should have a boss, even if it's ridiculously easy, like in Ocarina of Time. you should still have a boss, even if it is a joke. But yeah. For this playthrough, I have some questions, but I don't have enough to fill up the whole playthrough. I think I have like 3 or 4. I would have to check my document. But there was one question I lost, because normally when someone sends me a question, I just copy it into a Word document and then delete the message. But I deleted the message without copying it on accident, and I can't remember the question. And it's really disappointing because that question, it was one of those hypothetical questions, like the one I answered in Kirby Superstar. And it was a really good one too. It was a would you rather eat some food or another food, and I don't remember what the choices were. So I'm a bit disappointed. I would have loved to answer that, but I can't. And I really do like those hypothetical questions. So if you want to send me some of those and hear what I have to say about them, go ahead. I'll answer any one of them. Any hypothetical, you know, would you rather question, you know, things like that. I'll answer every single one of them, no matter how disgusting or vile it is, or no matter how awful the 2 choices are. I'll answer it no matter what. Well, yeah, I only have a few questions, so I don't know when I'm going to answer them. Not in this part, but I'll just pick and choose when I want to answer them. For all the other parts, I'm just going to make up a topic for me to talk about. I can think of a lot of things that I want to talk about. You know, just random topics about all types of things, you know, politics, world events, sports. I've got a lot of stuff I can talk about. And if you have a topic, feel free to send it to me. I won't answer it in this playthrough because by the time you see this video, all the other parts are going to be recorded, so I'll answer it in a future playthrough. And also, just a request from you guys, I'm actually running out of playthrough ideas. Like, there's a lot of games I like, but I just don't feel like they could work as a playthrough game, you know. They're either really repetitive or they're just... I don't really want to play them because they're too long. There's a lot of different factors, so if you want to see a game, just any game that you want me to play, I'll play it, I don't care. Even if I've never played it before, I'll just record my first playthrough. Yeah, I want to try something new, I guess. I guess that's what I'm saying. But there we grabbed the big key, and the big key can unlock certain locks that the small keys cannot. And we've rescued Zelda. Oh, that's great. I only had like 1 guard in this room, or there was 2, but... Alright, that's cool. She's not very well guarded. You would think that she would have plenty of guards. You know, she's a pretty important plot piece, but I guess not. I guess they decided that 1 guard was good enough. Or 2, or whatever it was. But Link just comes in with his tiny little sword and rescues her. That was pretty quick. Okay, I'm not going to question the security of this castle, although I feel like it should be upgraded. But now, Zelda will follow behind you. Don't worry about her getting hurt. She's invincible. I don't even think enemies can, like, stun her. I'm pretty sure she's always behind you, no matter what. So don't worry about her. Just pretend like she's not even there. And she won't be with you for long. She goes away pretty quickly. But we have to escape the castle. But we can't just go out the front. No, that would be too easy. That would be too convenient. Instead, we have to escape through the secret passageway, which the guards don't know about. And Zelda says it's in the throne room. So, we're gonna head there now. And you would think that there would be someone in the throne room, but there's not. There's no one there. But this is a pretty suspicious shelf. We're gonna have to push it out of the way. And I go on the wrong side, and I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, like 10 seconds. I'm like, why isn't it going? I'm like, oh, wrong side. You should be able to push it from either side. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't know. But pull out your lamp for this section because every single room is dark. If none of the candles are lit, or yeah, lit. Is that lit? Lit? I don't know. What's the word for to light a room? I don't know. I think that's right. If none of them are lit, you have to, or you have this. It looks like a flashlight, to be honest. It's a small beam of light that goes in front of you. It looks like a flashlight to me, but it's probably not a flashlight. And that will give you some visibility in the room, but it's a much better idea to light some of the candles so you can see a little bit better, because there's all kinds of rats in this room and such. The rats go down pretty quickly. 2 hits. There's also some bats. They go down in 1 hit. Pretty standard stuff. Sometimes the enemies will have keys on them. You have to kill them before they give you a key. And that's pretty standard for the whole game, so make sure you kill pretty much every enemy in the room, because they can always have keys. Sometimes they just have some rupees. I think it's random when they drop rupees, but you're going to want to collect rupees because you need... I think you only need 500 of them to beat the game, but there's a lot of things you can buy, so you're going to want to collect some more. Actually, no, you need 600, because you need to buy... I won't spoil it, but I think you need 600 rupees, so start collecting them. You're going to need them. And there's a lot of places where you can collect a lot of rupees. There's a few rooms that have... there's a chest with like 100 rupees or 200, sometimes even 300, so if you know where to look, you're going to be able to find plenty of rupees. You'll be very rich by the end of the game. I think you can hold 999, which is cool. I hate how in future Legend of Zelda games, they make it so you can only carry like 100 rupees, and you have to get upgrades for your wallet. I mean, I just think that's stupid. That's really dumb. Why should I have to upgrade my wallet? It's silly. Just let me carry 1,000 by default. It really annoys me when they only allow you to carry 100 by default. I mean, come on, that's way too little. At least make it 500. Don't make it so it's mandatory to get wallet upgrades, like it is in Wind Waker. Wind Waker is a special game. I can't wait until I get to that game. I have a lot to say about it. But pull the right switch in that room. If you pull the left one, a bunch of enemies will fall down. And the door will open to the sanctuary, where Zelda is gonna hide. And I really don't think this is a great hiding place. I mean, the guards could just walk in and take her away. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, but whatever. In that chest right next to you is a heart piece, so make sure you grab it. Because, yeah, you want to increase your health, obviously. And we have to go find the Elder, which will tell us more about what we need to do. But we're running out of time here. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part number 2.